In case anybody's actually watching this podcast, I'm not crazy and I'm not wiggly. I'm just keeping her busy. All right.
That's what crazy people
say. That's what crazy people say.
I'm not like.
I'm not crazy.
He pans over to the dog and there's no dog there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to do. I was just going to say that. I'm going to cut that part out where
there's like a stuffed animal. Just put a stuffed animal there.
Yeah, just cut the dog out.
If anyone's watching this, I'm not crazy. I'm just playing with my dog. And it's a stuffed animal.
And I'm like, bro, do you have something that you want to talk about? Out of curiosity, like, is there something?
Tell me if you guys have ever thought about this. Sometimes, like, I'll be walking around my house just, like, saying or doing some, like, weird stuff. And then I'll stop and I'll be like, I wonder if, like, anyone heard me or saw me doing, like, weird stuff, like the government's, like, spying on me or something. So then I just, like, stop doing whatever. Like, I don't know, like, I'll just make up some weird language or some weird song and I'll just be singing it. And then I'll be like, I wonder if anyone can hear me doing this right now. And I just stopped doing it. And a few years ago, I posted that on Facebook. And there was like 10 people that were like, yeah, I do that sometimes. Like, I'll just be doing something weird. And then I'll stop and think, I wonder if someone heard me just doing that weird thing that I was doing or saying, whatever. That's one of the things I think about.
That's
what else,
very weird, bro.
Hey, you asked the question.
No, I know. But I just want to chime in on that one. That's weird.
I don't ever think about that in a house. Like in a public setting, I could see it. Like not even.
Let me ask you something. Going on that, do you think when you every action you take in life, are you doing it based off of how you think people are going to judge it and see it and review
that would be a terrible life.
Thank God you said that, because that's almost how I felt when you said that, because that's like crazy.
You ask me what I think about sometimes.
I know.
What I think about.
And that's what you think about? I'm sitting here thinking about aliens.
You didn't ask me what's the only thing you think about. You said, what are some things you think about?
And that's what you chose, which scares me.
That's just what came to his mind.
You, man. I'm looking out for you.
I'm not done, man. I still got things I think about.
Oh, yeah. Here's a thought for you. You're going to be alive for whatever, a very small amount of time. And every little bit amount of time you have, you can break it down into like 6 years, 8 years, 10 years of a gap that you're going to learn new things and structure your life differently. You have to have fun, my friend. Be happy.
Two words for you guys. 2 words for you guys to think about. Tell me what you think about these 2 words. Flat Earth.
All right, I'm going to leave.
I'm not. It's whatever. And then Earth. We live here.
I love how, like, there's always those news reports. Like, I think we were just talking about this the other day. Like, there's a meteorite the size of a football field that just missed Earth. I wonder if there actually was one, or they just make it up. Like every.
No, I think it is. But when they say it narrowly missed Earth, it's like still like a light year away, or like it's like really far away. That it's really not that close.
In case anybody's actually watching this podcast, I'm not crazy and I'm not wiggly. I'm just keeping her busy. All right.
That's what crazy.
That's what crazy people say.
I'm not like.
I'm not crazy.
He pans over to the dog and there's no dog there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to do. I was just going to say that. I'm going to cut that part out where
there's like a stuffed animal. Just put a stuffed animal there.
Yeah, just cut the dog out.
If anyone's watching this, I'm not crazy. I'm just playing with my dog. And it's a stuffed animal. That would be. I'm going to try and pull that off. I'm going to try my best to pull that off.
You got to clip that and use that in the video.
Oh my God, I'm going to try and pull that off. Yeah.
She's not happy. Hey.
You're a good guy. You're a good guy, except you made a kid cry and quit ARC for making fun of his new baby's name. You know, Tanner, remember that bass we had on
That was not intentional. That kid was soft. That's not my
It was a new map under the
you're a kid that way, you should probably stand by it. Like,
what was that map called? Do you remember Anomaly? It was a new one.
Was it Val? I don't think it was Val.
Yeah, Valguero. It was Valguero. Tanner, the base was in Valguero, in that huge cave that had two entrances.
Yeah.
And I joined Anomaly and this other kid because they were still playing. Well, what the heck was his name?
His name was Wright.
Oh yeah, right. Anyway, he was case. This kid, he was telling us about how him and his girlfriend or whatever were having a kid. And I'm sitting there filling up turrets because Anomaly just invited me to play. Just filling up turrets. And then like these two are talking and all of a sudden it just goes wrong, like totally left. And Anomaly says something like, at least I wouldn't name my kid Riot. And then there's like an awkward silence for like 30 seconds. And he just leaves the party, quits the tribe, turns up, blocks Anomaly on Xbox, and never plays again.
Hit him where it hurts, you know?
I was like, wow, that's bad, man.
Thanks, man.
But the question is, how much will they watch? Will they watch the whole thing? 30 seconds, 5 minutes? That's
the I can do some different stuff. What do you want me to do? Should I do like 100 push-ups right now or try?
100. He like throws up.
As he's doing the
I get to 22 and I'm like, cigarette.
I was gonna say, says the guy who just finished smoking a cig. You want me to do 100 push-ups?
I'm still.
Hey man, let's see how many you can do. Why not?
I actually got to do better about the not swearing. Is that seriously a thing? Can I not swear like in any way?
In the last like 3 or 4 podcasts that we've done, pretty much the only swear word that that's literally the only one you say. So if you didn't say that, it would kind of be like you didn't swear.
Okay, I got this.
This podcast is going to change his cursed life. He'll just adapt to not swearing.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't swear. It's not hard to not swear, but
it's not.
I guess for me, I don't know.
It's just the people who hang around with, right? And
I would agree. Yeah, in a formal setting, it's like, nah, but like construction, it's like, who cares?
Over. You have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
You do. You do.
No, you don't.
And stuff just cussing. You're like, is he okay? He's like, yeah, he's fine. He's just trying to get that door out of there.
Must have hit his finger.
And I'm not a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy, folks. That stuff. Nor do I try to know anything about that stuff. So
yeah, that's the devil's lettuce.
It's not the devil's lettuce. It's good for you. Shush.
Have you guys ever heard of how like eating dandelions is good for your heart? There's like dandelion tea and stuff you can drink.
Don't they say that about red wine too? Like 1 glass of red wine a day?
I think so. Something like that,
yeah. Sounds crazy.
The dandelions, yeah, I mean, sound weird. I've never heard of it.
Why does it keep... Brock, how much do you weigh right now?
Like 280, 290. I'm trying to lose like 50 pounds.
Why?
Because I'm fat now.
Oh, work out, you'll be good. That's what happens. You work out, you were a monster, and then you stop, get fat. But then you get back to it. You turn that fat into muscle. Don't try to lose weight.
Well, I know how.
All that monster.
That makes
sense. I wish I was 280 pounds right now. Holy crap!
You have like 100 pounds on me.
I don't even think I could pick you up.
Probably not. But so that funny story, right? So I'm in college, sophomore year, right? After this big event at school, let me unshare this. I think this was like sophomore year in college. Before we went, we were about to get in the car, like carpool, like 8 of us in this Jeep or whatever. And one of the kids decided to drink like half a bottle of vodka to the head, right? So he was done, passed out in the parking lot. So we were trying to carry him back up to the room. This kid weighed like 185 pounds. That was the heaviest dead weight. That was the heaviest thing I've ever tried to pick up in my life. Like dead weight. If a person's just like it's insane how hard it is.
You got to go up and over the shoulder. That's the only way.
Yeah. Looking at you try to be an EMT, you got to be able to lift, boy.
Dude, there's no EMTs would not be able to pick me up that weight.
No. I've seen their strategies, and it looks.
Yeah, you got to put them in the chair, and then it's 2.
Well, yeah.
But I've heard of like
I'm pretty strong, bro. I can pick up. Like I might be able to get you up, and I take 2 steps and be like, no. That's that. I ain't.
Hey, we can try this summer. I'll lay down on the ground and pretend I'm passed out or almost dead or something.
You just have to watch the video before because they wrap like they like lay down on the ground with you, and then they like kind of like squat you from the ground. Like they use their momentum to roll up into like a knee position, and then from the knee you can stand up.
I've had to get taken out by a hospital once. EMTs came and they put me into the wheelchair, and then both of them like picked up the wheelchair, so they used the chair as like a strap underneath it and lifting.
Yeah, this.
You know.
So I think he's saying like, come and try and pick me up, and then he's going to show him how to do it the right way.
Yeah.
So he's like demonstrating how basically.
Yeah.
In one of these clips, like even a small girl did it too.
First of all, you
like improved that you can
get the back, homie. Get the back, twirl them, and then over the shoulder. That's how I would do it. To me.
Fast forward, okay. Now this is where he's doing it.
Yeah, this is a technique I learned when I was in the Ranger Battalion. I didn't magically come up with this, okay? And if you don't practice it, it's not a viable thing for you.
Walk out.
Fuck.
Yo, what the? That
Again.
was crazy. Did you see that?
I guess I overestimated. Relax your body. You see, I can feel that guy getting stiff. Okay, a real casualty isn't going to roll with me. He's just going to be dead weight. All right, he rolled with me. All right, he weighs 165 pounds. You can get him up like nothing. Okay, it's just a combat roll across his body. Anybody here weigh 220?
That's a problem.
Come on down. This guy outweighs me by 40 pounds. If you practice technique, it doesn't.
That's crazy.
I get them organized. I got them nice and stable. I've got my hips underneath my freaking shoulders.
That's crazy.
All I got to do now is post up here, stand up with it.
He makes it look like nothing.
Walk.
Get up.
Yeah, that's
Real
what
important to have everything in alignment. All your,
Well, I learned something new there.
Now I want to be friends with that guy.
Like BROLIC better hope he's not in an unconscious situation in danger.
Can you imagine like going to a bar or something and like your friend's passed out, and then all of a sudden you just do that ranger roll and you just fail?
Crazy drugs, I'm not crazy. I just want to pot.
He's not a bad guy.
I'm not a bad guy. And I'm not a drug addict anyway.
Some goodies that I want, is some sticky and some smoke while I'm sipping on some soda.